Okay, so today I have a topic that so many people ask me about, and that's starting a business from scratch. So a lot of people think you have to have loads of money saved up in order to start a business. But how are you able to get started when you do have very little or even zero startup money? And this got me thinking, and I came up with loads of ideas. So in this video, I'm going to share 8 of those ideas that you can start right now from home that cost zero, or at the very most, very minimal startup costs. So for those who are new, I'm Sarah, and I talk about creative ways that you can build financial freedom and also about following your purpose and your passions. So if this sounds like your thing, then please subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you can be notified when I release new videos. So as you know, I'm very much in favour of following a purpose-driven or heart-led ideas rather than get-rich-quick schemes, which none of these are, by the way. Although, what do you do if going after your highest calling is cost prohibitive and you need to take sort of smaller sideways steps in order to get there? Or maybe you're facing financial difficulty and just need an extra income stream that's relatively cheap and easy to start up to gain some stability. So here are 8 ideas to get started that won't cost you the earth. So the first on my list is to start a newsletter. I was going to include blogging in this category, which is another viable option that you can pursue if you enjoy writing, but creating a newsletter, I feel, is the simplest and most user-friendly way of getting started. If you have a topic of interest, that's all you need, so just obviously to write about. There are some great free to start newsletter platforms out there, such as Substack or Beehive, and you can literally just start building your subscriber list for free. And these platforms enable you to monetize your articles through things like donations or subscriber-only content. Just think about what your interests are, or find a niche that you know a lot about, and then get writing and see where it takes you. So the next one on my list is to open an Etsy shop. So if you're a creative person, then Etsy is a great way to start your business because it has almost 100 million active buyers just in the last year. So there's already an inbuilt audience. These people are waiting to buy your products. Etsy was my first step at making an online income, and it still is one of my sources of income. And it is really low cost to start up, and it's much easier to start an Etsy shop than start a new website, and then you're having to find your own traffic, unless you will obviously have a following elsewhere. So you can sell handmade, hand-finished, or even digital products on Etsy, which means you can build up passive income. So things like printable wall art or editable templates. I also have a video on how you can create editable templates, which I will link below. The next business idea is kind of along the same lines, and it's selling on Amazon, or specifically selling on Amazon Handmade. And why Handmade and not the regular Amazon? Well, being a handmade seller on Amazon does come with added perks. So there's no monthly fee, or what they call a referral fee, or at least there wasn't at the time of this recording. So it's completely free to open an account, unlike the regular Amazon. And you can start listing products straight away. You can have your own brand on Handmade without having to register it with brand registry. And that protects you from other sellers kind of listing on your listings, your ASIN. So they can do that obviously on the regular Amazon. And if you're doing Handmade, your startup costs can be a real lot less than buying stock. So you could start something really simple like greeting cards. It requires only printer, ink, card. So Amazon is the largest marketplace out there, and the handmade category, from my personal experience, is just as viable as any of the other categories. The only thing to be aware of on Amazon is that they are pretty stringent with their checks, and their metric system can be a little frustrating, so just keep that in mind. Number 4 on my list is coaching/mentoring. I'm also going to include course creation here as well. So this one would work really well if you have a particular skill or some experience that others want to learn from you. So the key with this is to come up with ways of teaching your knowledge to others in a way that is unique to you and fits your personality style and skill set. So for example, you might be really good at photography. So taking this knowledge and addressing a need in this area could look like possibly helping beginners maybe find the right equipment or learn the basics of photography, or even another area could be helping established photographers get into the wedding market if that's something that you specialize in. Coaching can include one-to-one, online workshops, physical workshops, getting out there, group coaching, and even online courses. And there are some great platforms that you can utilize to get started, such as PayHip, which is free. And I will drop a link below to my video on how to create a free PayHip website. Also course platforms such as Teachable, which I believe have a free option for your first course that you upload, or even Skillshare. And to get started, I would recommend creating a list of your skills, interests, experience and knowledge on different subjects to see what you have to offer, or even if you need to sharpen your skills in order to help other people. The next on my list is freelance work, and again this would work if you have a particular skill. So if you are good at something like copywriting or book illustration, or maybe even video editing, then this is a great way to start selling your skills straight away. So have a look through sites such as Fiverr or Upwork and get some idea of what you can offer, or even use social media. You can advertise your area of expertise. And you can literally do this without any startup costs at all. All you need is access to the internet and just a couple of hours of your time getting yourself out there. And if you don't have a specific skill, but you are really good at organising, then the next one on the list might work for you. And that is to become a virtual assistant. So this is kind of like a personal assistant, but you can pretty much work from anywhere in the world. So it doesn't limit you from finding clients just in your local area. So similar to freelance work, you can advertise on places such as Upwork, or even use social media to your advantage. And the next on my list is to create a book or an ebook. So you no longer need to find a publisher or an agent to publish your own book. You can just do it yourself on Amazon. All you need is an Amazon KDP account, which is simpler to create than a seller account, and some idea of what you want to publish. So this is something to think about. You can write fiction if that is your thing, or non-fiction if you have some knowledge that you want to share to help others. And again, this would work really well if you enjoy writing, or you have a particular skill or message that you want to share with others. If you can't write, or you don't enjoy writing, but you are good at designing nice things, or maybe like me, you have a love of stationery, you can create low or medium content books. So these are like printed books, like journals and planners and activity books, and you don't need to pay lots of money to create these books. You can use Canva, which is free, and there are a ton of videos on YouTube to show you how to get started. So it goes without saying that number 8 on my list is YouTube. So you can pretty much start a YouTube channel with just your phone's camera. So the startup cost can be minimal. If you have a story to tell or an area of interest, then YouTube can be a great way to build an audience around that. And then once you hit the monetization threshold, you can collect ad revenue. The threshold is currently 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And you can also earn through things like brand deals, affiliate marketing, and merchandise. I started my channel to help my Etsy customers edit their digital products, and then just as a way of documenting helpful tutorials for people that I knew that asked me lots of questions and I didn't expect to get any views. So if I can create a channel on YouTube, then you definitely can. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any to add to this list, then just drop me a comment. If you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.